What's up, everybody? Welcome back. As you can see, I'm here in the great outdoors instead of my normal spot. Getting a little personal time in. The fresh air, the nice weather, and the dog. Let a lot of breath from running. Which brings us to today's lesson, which is why breaks are important and why you need them. This is the Art of Warlick. So to start, I've been sick. I've been real sick this week. I spent the last 2 days in bed, and not really by choice. I got some kind of wicked strong stomach bug that kicked my ass and kept me pretty much in bed with hot flashes and body aches, a wicked headache, other unpleasant gut-related symptoms. So that was fun. I woke up today and felt a lot better. I had a really nice breakfast out with some good people. Felt a lot better. Came back and decided time to get back to work. And then quickly just completely lost interest. And at first I felt really guilty. I promised a client some deliverables middle of this week. And guess what? It's the middle of the week and they're not ready. I'm sure as most artists are, I, for better or worse, judge myself by my output. I know a lot of us tie our self-worth to our output, and that can be really unhealthy, as I'm learning and trying to correct. So instead of getting started, I decided to just take a break. Which brings us to this video, Xenomorphs and the importance of taking time off. Why is it important? Well, burnout, of course. I mean, we all know that word. We've all dealt with it, I'm sure, especially if you're any type of creative individual. People who aren't creative, I'm sure, could think that, hey, you do what you love, and it should be easy. If not easy, at least enjoyable. It's not really work, but it is work. It can be physically exhausting, mentally exhausting, just exhausting. It's any job. Work is work, even if you love it. And it made me think of a Twitter thread I recently saw by a great illustrator, Jen Bartel. Go check her out. Where someone had posted something to the extent of, do what you love and you'll never burn out. And the responses were deservingly fucking savage. Because we all burn out. We burn ourselves out. Do it to ourselves. And it's unhealthy. Which is exactly why you should take breaks. Time off. Space to recharge. Get your head right. And that may look totally different depending on who you are and your personality. I know for me personally, I have a routine, especially when I'm done with large projects, which is the best time to take a break. I like to clean my studio. I like to get my place in order because it tends to become messy if I am primarily focused on one project. Other things can fall to the wayside a bit. I like to spend time with my animals. I got 3 cats and a dog. Dog needs a lot of attention, a lot of walks. Long walks are great. I think long walks are great for creativity in general, honestly. It lets you clear your head, get some exercise, see the outside world. You don't really have to interact with people if you don't want to. It's great. And now this is completely different than what some people, specifically Jake Parker, might call recharging your creative bank account. He has a great philosophy of you have a creative bank account and you can only make so many withdrawals from that creative bank account before you have to make some deposits. And I know for a lot of people that includes studying other artists, reading great books, looking at great art, watching great movies, animations, But that's not what I'm talking about today. I like to make it a little more complicated than that, because there's filling your creative bank account, which to me is all those things I just described. Museums are a good one too. Just check that in my notes. But then there's what I would just consider downtime or even playtime. That's the time I like to do pretty much nothing. Nothing structured, at least. The plan is that there is no plan. You just play and do what you want to do in the moment, creatively or recreationally. Personally, I like to work on my own projects in my downtime because honestly, when it's my own work, guided by my own impulses, it's not really work to me at that point. Which I'm sure is lame and a bit hypocritical concerning the comments I made, a minute ago. But that's just me. I have certain pieces and projects that, for lack of a better description, call to me. And it brings me great joy to work on those projects. I covet the rare free time I have to do that. So I decided to do that instead today. One of those projects is making videos. Because quite frankly, these are complete passion projects. I currently don't have many subscribers or many views. I don't make any money off this channel. So this is all for just my own edification. I enjoy the process. I enjoy making videos. I enjoy recording and watching time lapses, so I thought I'd throw some of those out there into the wild myself. I don't necessarily like doing voiceovers, but I think it's healthy and it gets me out of my comfort zone and makes me talk and be a lot more social than I would normally be. A lot of artists, we sit in our studios and we make art all day and we turn into hermits. And while I am a hermit, I still need to practice my communication skills, if you will. And so, instead of working on client work or some other quote-unquote productive thing, I'm recording this voiceover. Because to me, this is a break. This is playtime. This is a chance to stretch my legs, do something that isn't tied to money or client work. It's just play. I'm playing. As a matter of fact, I took a day off between the last audio clip and this audio clip to recharge even more and to take the time to really heal from being sick. Spent some time outside with the dog. I recorded the intro, and I feel a ton better. I lost almost a whole week, but it is what it is. I don't get sick very often. The last time I got this sick was 5 years ago. So that's not a bad track record as far as I'm concerned. But let's get back to play. So there's a lot of research out there about how important play is, especially for developing children. Hell, it's so important I looked it up, and it's actually listed as a child's human right by the UN. So fun fact. And, it helps with so many things: social development, decision-making, conflict resolution. It even affects the actual structure of your brain, which I find fascinating. But only if that playtime is unstructured. You literally have to just throw the plan in the air and just go for it. It turns out if you let adults set the rules or do some kind of imposition of parameters, the benefits disappear almost immediately. And I think one of the most important aspects of play we can take into account in the adult world is the ability to do things and make things in an unrestricted way for absolutely no reason other than to do them, which again is how I make videos, for better or worse. I don't have a schedule or a plan. I record just kind of when the topic comes up. I don't try to force these out. I wait until something really strikes me, and I'll record a voiceover. Usually I write and rewrite the script as I go. I ramble on until I'm out of ideas. I break out word and try to make something coherent out of it, which is pretty much what I did with this. It's also why I only post videos every 2 months or so, but what are you going to do? P.S. This is when I'm going to plug my Patreon account, patreon.com/artofwarlick. If you want to support this channel monetarily and help me put out more frequent videos, that's the spot to be. So what do I ultimately want you to take away from this, if you're listening, it's that breaks aren't just important. Breaks and time off and unstructured play are vital. See what I just did there? So give yourself a break. Seriously. If your head's really in the game, then no one is as hard on you as you are. Artists, designers, and other creatives are famously self-loathing. So cut yourself some slack. Take some time after that giant project and do something for yourself. Recharge your creative bank account, or do what I'm going to do and schedule yourself a week off because you deserve it. Actually, you need it. This piece and many others are available on my website, www.artofwarlick.com. If you like this video and want more, I'm sure there's a subscribe button nearby somewhere for you to click. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you have a fantastic day, a great holiday, and a happy new year. I'll see you guys in 2020.